Well, I've been watching the official count of the electoral votes for Donald J. Trump and J.D. Vance, and it's all been quiet and orderly until they finally came to, well, I've been watching a lot and going, checking other channels but I kind of stuck on it again because there's no commercials. It's all been quiet and orderly until they got past South Dakota and they came to the state of Texas, and there was like three. Then there was the first disruption was three cowboy hat wearing guys from Texas was giving a hoot and a howl. Uh, Both when they mentioned Texas, and then after they counted off the votes and stuff, they were standing up and then sitting down, and that is so Texas. Uh, I'm proud to be a direct descendant of the blood that founded Texas. Uh, it really took a lot to come here into New Spain, el Departamento de los Brazos de Dios, España Nueva, the Department of the Arms of God, New Spain, and to cut out a treaty, um, an agreement, a contract with Spain that we would not convert to Catholicism, and that because of the lack of European labor, that slavery would be permitted, despite the Spanish uh, disliking any mayates or negros in their territories. That's what really a lot. That's what the Texian rebellion was about. Was this new Mexican government that ran Spain out? Remember Six Flags over Texas? They really wanted all the blacks out or dead. I think they preferred dead. I'm sorry, unalived. But I thought I'd just take a couple of 3 minutes here and point out that it's been all quiet and orderly until they came to Texas, and then you heard the true nature of Texans, which is to give a hoot and a howl because our man won and defeated that evil Camel Toe Harris. I've never seen such a hyena like cackling weirdo with absolutely nothing to say except word salad, just blah. And a president who's apparently they've got him on some good drugs lately because he's been able to make a number of statements here ever since the NOLA uh, terrorist attack. Wasn't the guy's name Jabbar or something? Or uh, so, just wanted to point that out. They were not criticized for their outburst because the majority of people in Texas uh, wanted Donald Trump desperately. I did too because it just I knew I wouldn't survive Camel Toe Harris as president. Please remember that I'm on the streets in large part due to this, really, to the circumstances that were set up by the Biden Harris administration. They set up a legal situation in which the courts were clogged, and my brother used a fraudulent piece of paper. And my petition to recover, was accepted by Judge Carson Campbell on the first reading, and it was all handwritten, and I wrote it while I was drunk. You know, as long as you're telling the truth, it don't matter whether you're sober or drunk. And I frankly, although hell is a Christian convention, a Christian creation, uh, uh, I mean with all sincerity that I truly hope that Joseph Biden and Camel Toe Harris burn in hell for eternity. The lake of fire, Gehenna. Yeah. Anyway, and might want to mention that yesterday in basketball, the Texas Aggies just trounced the University of Texas. I think the score was 80-60. That's a drubbing. Just a little shout out to you T-Sips out there to remind you that I'm a Texas Aggie, and Texas A&M was founded by the founders of Texas and is the richest university in this country, according to published reports. It's had less time to accumulate wealth than Harvard, Princeton, Yale, or any of the Ivy League. I'll make that a whole separate. I may go into later because I'm gonna have time to make plenty of videos. I'm getting woke up. I've already had about 5 or 6 doses of caffeine. Please remember that tea has more caffeine pound for pound, especially those burnt bean caffeines, coffee with the all the tannic acid in it that destroys the caffeine. And this ain't weak tea. It's these are small cups. I'm using the tea machine just to. I don't think I'll use up even. I brought 2 more propane cylinders, and I doubt I'll even go through the one I brought because it's so efficient without the wind that it takes me almost no time to cook the rice and stuff. It was outdoors. It was taking me with the winds. It was taking me 20 minutes to get rice good and rehydrated, and well cooked. It was taking me 20 minutes of fuel, and now it's only taking me about 10 or 12. Although I am looking at, but the nearest Walmart is, I don't know. I'll probably be I really don't want to go anywhere. I'm tired. I'm beat. I'm sore. And I don't want to go anywhere or do anything. And when you factor in the Uber cost to go to Walmart just to pick up some tinned beef, and stuff, it's cheaper for me to go over to Sirloin Stockade and, because I spotted one guy when he was leaving. He met a guy there or something that had taken him to lunch, and the guy he was a bit overweight, and I noticed when he was leaving that he had stuffed his pants pockets full of food after chowing down on. Actually, I can go in there and pay a small sum of money, and as I remember, I can get it to go. Yeah, I don't need anything, thank you. Just a minute. I'm coming. Yeah, I don't really. Huh? No, I don't need anything. Thank you. Thank you. Come back. So yeah, as I remember, they have takeout deals over there, and for a small charge, I think only about 11 or 12 bucks, you can everything you can fit into that container you can take with it, and all I'll do is get the baked chicken. And of course, at first I'm going to sniff it to make sure it's not just coated in garlic or whatever. I doubt it is. That's primarily what I ate when I was there. One time I was there, but I ate a few other items, and it blew me out. So Yeah, I don't need any housekeeping. I haven't even used a single towel yet. I think they're just doing that to, let me see how bad the abrasion is. And you wipe your nose and blow your nose all the time. It's kind of funny. It looks like the hair on top really hadn't been growing too much. But yeah, I'm going to start tackling the beard today. I hate all those. These are seborrheic keratoses. You have a tendency to get them all over. They're not liver spots. It's your skin changes. And I've got a number of them. Don't really care. You know, it's a small price to pay to make it to 70 plus. I'm in my 71st year now. Yeah, I know my hair is all, I don't give a fuck. I'm about to crawl in the shower soon because I got a feeling that this is when the water is going to be the hottest because, or maybe not, because they're going to be washing the boiler rooms up that way. You know, last night, the water, it took a long time for it to get, I would have had to put it all the way hot to take a, and I was just too tired. I was mostly concentrated on going through everything that I had and beginning the separation and throwing stuff away. I've already thrown away one backpack that had the carry strap. It cost $4.87 or something like that. It's gone. It's still usable for food storage and it's black, but it's got to go in the trash. It's just, and I got one that's so I'll probably hang on to it though because it's all zippers are good. It just looks like it's been sitting out in the sun for 5 years. It's the dye in it wasn't very good. I think they finished now. It's official because I think I see JD Vance. Yeah, it's all finished. Donald Trump certifies as the next. It's official now. January 6th. It's official. No disruptions. No partying. No. And I can't show you the screen without getting this because that's copyrighted material. I just had a screen in the background last night and it killed that video. Apparently one person got to see it everybody's taking selfies with JD Vance. Trump is not president. He doesn't need to be because now JD Vance is the president of the Senate. And you know what I was going to say is that, they bring these certified electoral college vote deals up there in these beautiful old mahogany boxes. I was thinking, for what the government paid for just one of those mahogany boxes, I could have a small, tiny house with a nice bedroom and, a combination dining table, desk, little tiny kitchen, and a bathroom with a flush toilet for what the government paid for one of those mahogany boxes. Let me repeat that. Just one of those many mahogany boxes. I'll leave you with that. America is still the greatest country on this planet. And Justin Trudeau's out. This one you happen when you get too progressive. When you're an extremist, you have to turn to somebody like Donald J. Trump, who is a centrist appeaser. He is not far right wing. I want to keep driving that home. And you people who keep getting recruited by and embracing libertarian concepts, you're a bloody fucking idiot. I'm really kind of all for centrist politics because that allows some room and alleviates the persecution of the lunatic fringe that occupies every country. But in many countries on this planet, probably a majority of them, the lunatic fringe runs the country. They're called socialists or communists. Socialists is what they usually go by. But don't get into this Javier Milei thing down in Argentina too ass deep. You can't be a true libertarian because there still must be regulation of dangerous corporations and dangerous substances and other things. There's no such thing as an unregulated world. It can't happen because humans will just go back to their basic caveman. That's what America was heading for rapidly, was a devolution back to the caveman mentality of hump anything that walks, do anything you want to do, snort, smoke, anything you want, kill yourself at society's expense with impunity. There were, as I've said before, you can't normalize psychosis. Zim. You can't take taxpayers' money from hardworking people and spend it to buy an artificial vagina for some guy. You cannot normalize what is still classified as psychosis. Gender dysphoria is a psychosis. And you cannot rob one taxpayer to pay for some guy to get a vagina and breasts, get his Adam's apple shaved and all this crap. That's elective surgery. I've been denied necessary surgery. They actually haven't denied, they're just not doing it. It's just not progressing. More than 23 months now. And we're getting nowhere. I'm getting nowhere because they want me to die. Do you want me to die?